Hola, hey guys, this is Fuentes De Vida, soy Fuentes De Vida, singer-songwriter residing in Allentown, Pennsylvania now, from Jackson Heights in Brooklyn originally, and before, when the dinosaurs were around. I lived and was born and raised in New Jersey, in West New York, New Jersey, Elmwood Park. Still a Jersey boy at heart. A Jersey boy living now in Pennsylvania. And getting to this point, I wanted to let you guys know that this summer is a summer of EPs. I'm releasing 3 EPs, Volume 1 in June, that was just released, Volume 2 that's being released tomorrow, dropping tomorrow, Volume 2, and then Volume 3 next month, towards the middle or early middle of August. So this is the summer of EPs. The EPs are called His Self-Run Riot, Volume 1, 2, and 3, and it's really about my own struggles with addiction, and being in the middle of the whirlwind insanity of the addiction and the acting out, which you'll get in the first EP with the same cover. It's a black background with this wonderful cover by Alexandra Anthis. I love giving shout outs. Alexandra Anthis, who is a sick multimedia artist, period. Alexandra Anthis, hit me up. I'll give you her link and email. More power and business to her. She deserves it. Quality work that she's given to me in the form of these album covers. And Volume 1 is really about the insanity and the whirlwind of the addiction and all the experiences that comes from it, and some of the things that you lose to addiction. And the second volume, which is dropping tomorrow, is really about the awareness of the addiction and realizing I need help, right? And I want something more than this life, from this life. And then Volume 3 is really the promise of recovery, the beginning the recovery and discovering a higher power, whatever you call it. Whether you call it Chichichaka, whether you call it God, whether you call it, Hestia, whether you call it Zeus, whether you call it Jesus, or whether you call it science, for my atheist brothers in recovery out there. Higher power, science or God or Jesus. You don't need to know what I call mine. I call mine what I call mine. And that's, between him and me and she and me, and I sing her praises and I love her, and I love the musical creativity that she's given me as a way out of the insanity of these things that a lot of times comes from generations before us, right? And it's up to us. It's up to us who are awoke and aware that we have a situation to heal it, because healing ourselves, because we can only heal ourselves, has a way of healing the family tree. I don't know what that means exactly, but I'm getting there. And so, His Self-Run Riot, these are Volume 1, 2, and 3, rough as heck demos from 2015 to 2018. I like to jokingly say before I had vocal lessons and before I became the singer-songwriter that stands before you today, who's at his creative peak, at least I believe. And so I say that with love and pride, right? I say that with love and pride because I'm sharing it with you. And I'm able to make it to the other side to share these songs with you. Not to mention the Coming Closer debut album that I'm going to have. Coming in hopefully sometime in September. Since September 12th is my birthday, so that's a tentative release for at least the first single off of Coming Closer. And I have some ideas of what the singles might be, but I'm excited! I think Alice Down the Rabbit Hole and Echo Chambers are going to be the first 2 singles off that record, just because they're very radio-friendly and kick-ass songwriting. And I didn't do it alone. Eric Peter Mortensen did it with me. Eric Peter Mortensen, I love you. I do melody, I do lyrics, and he just engineers and produces, and oftentimes even creates the chords for the songs when I don't. And so it's just this wonderful co-creation for all those out there who wonder, how much does Fuentes do and how much does Eric do? So Eric is my, I'm Elton John, and Eric is my Bernie Taupin. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's more like a John Lennon and Paul McCartney. I think I'm John Lennon, he's Paul McCartney. Eric, you're Paul McCartney. So these are demos from 2015, 2018. They're rough demos. It's me singing to an iPhone voice recorder, and you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. These songs will be reinvented and very likely submitted. What's the word I'm looking for? Re-released somewhere in a year, 2 or 3 or 10. But right now, I don't want you guys to wait too long. I want to involve you in my journey, and I want you to hear, what I sound like in 2015, and 2016, and 2017. And it's not going to be the same. I'll never sound like that again, because I'm a different person, because I've had proper vocal instruction, and because I practice, my instrument, my voice, not every day, unfortunately, but usually every day. I would say for 4 to 5 times a week. I'll do that after this video, sometime today. My vocal lessons and exercises. And maybe I'll do a video sharing with you guys, what those exercises are, and I'll include you in my songwriting process. I'm 36 years old, and I've been writing songs since I was 12, 13, struggling to write songs since I was 12, 13, and formally writing songs in my late 20s, when I broke out of my severe, horrible writer's block and belief that I wasn't good enough. But I learned along the way by writing the songs, very powerful songs, very lousy, horrible songs that didn't rhyme, and then I discovered rhyming, and I haven't turned back since. My songwriting is the strongest that it's ever been, and you guys are the recipients, the ears to hear that and receive that, and the hearts to receive that. I love you. Thank you so much for following me, and let's rekindle this conversation between audience and songwriter. I love you. Te quiero mucho.